Hi guys, how you doing? It's Thursday again. It's time for the Dinosaur Experience live broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're having a great day and a great week. It's nearly the weekend. Time to get to relax and have a good weekend off. All right, so at the moment, I want to say hello to you guys. We are live. So we're live on our Facebook page. We're live on our Facebook group, The Dinosaur Experience for Kids. We're live on Twitter. We're live on my Facebook page. We're live on YouTube. And I think one other, but I can't remember which one it is. So it's really good to see you. Now, last week I noticed my sound was a bit off. So do me a favor, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or a heart. And hopefully I should be able to see that as you're watching. It should come up on my screen here. And I'll be able to see that. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. The other thing I wanted to say is because we are live, if you want to type a comment in wherever you're watching, whether it's YouTube, on Twitter, LinkedIn, that was the other one. If you're on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, the Facebook group, wherever you are, type a comment in there. It should come up on my screen. If you want to shout out, that's the place to put it in there. Your name, your age, and any details. At the end of the show, we'll give you a shout out like we always do. So if you want to be involved, then please do put your details in. All right, so let's have a little look about what we're going to be doing today. First off, we're going to be doing our riddle of the day. So we've got a question for you to see if anybody can work out what's actually going on with that. Then we're going to do some birthday shout outs from the weekend. Then we're looking at dinosaur of the day. The dinosaur of the day is the Deinocheirus, or horrible hands for short, or horrible hands in English, I should say. Deinocheirus. Then we're going to have a look around the web. I've got some interesting stuff there. We'll do shout outs at the end, and then we'll wrap up. And I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on next week. So we can do that. All right, so let's have a look at the riddle of the day. Have a think about it, guys. Here's the question. What has a bottom at the top? All right, so a little bit, get your grey matter going, see if you can think about it, see if you can work it out. The question is, what has a bottom at the top? All right, so think about that, see if you know the answer. This weekend we had some fantastic dinosaur birthday parties that we got invited to. Really, really pleased with those. We had a great time. So we went to see Lucas. Lucas was in Luling. He had his third birthday and had all his friends there, and his brother was there as well. Nash and Rexy really, really enjoyed meeting Lucas, and we had a fantastic birthday party with you there. So thank you for inviting us, Lucas. Eric was 3. Eric, we went to Grimmel Springs, just down the road from us, for his third birthday there. Nash and Rexy really loved meeting everybody at that birthday party. We had a fantastic time. And then Eli was 5 in Denham Springs. So we came to see you, Eli, at the weekend. Thank you so much for inviting the Dinosaur Experience. We really do love coming to see you guys, getting involved and having a great birthday party. So if you wanted to ask us about any Dinosaur Experience things that we can do, then you can go to the website and we'll talk about that later. All right, so we're going to talk about the dinosaur of the day, okay? The Deinocheirus is our dinosaur of the day. So let's have a little look about this guy, see what we can find out about him, and I'll tell you what we know about him. Here's an image. Here's an image of what we believe the Deinocheirus may look like. And again, it's an artist's impression. So artist impressions are what they do. They look at the fossils, and then they do a drawing or a painting of what they think it may look like. And this is the Deinocheirus. So let me tell you a little bit about the Deinocheirus. It's a real mystery animal, or it was for like 50 years. But let's have a look at, first, let's look at 2011. So there was a paleontologist by the name of Pascal Godfrey. And he was asked by a local dealer who lived in Paris to fly over and have a look at some fossils that he'd been asked to look at because the private owner, was looking to sell them. Okay, so Pascal flew over, and here's an image of Pascal. He flew over to have a look at these fossils that the guy had been given to price, if you like, to get a price on. Now, when he examined them, it didn't take Pascal long to realise that he was looking at fossils that had probably been obtained illegally and changed hands on their journey. So somebody had stolen them from a site and then swapped and sold them on several times from Asia all the way to Europe, until they finally landed where he was, and then a dealer had asked him to come and look at them and see if he could identify them. So this is what he saw. There was a strange skull, and there was a variety of hand and foot bones. Now the bones looked familiar to Pascal. They reminded him of some huge hands of a mysterious fossil that had been discovered all the way back in 1965. Now this fossil, they only found the arms, okay, and they named it the Deinocheirus, and a couple of vertebrae. Now it was first described in 1965 by the Polish team of paleontologists that had been working in the Gobi Desert where they discovered it. Now they'd found a complete shoulder and both the forelimbs, the claw of the left hand and some other ribs and some vertebrae. So it wasn't much to go on, but it was enough for them to realise that it was a completely undiscovered, brand new type of dinosaur. So those arms, as you can see here in this image, these arms, they actually stretched 2.4 metres long, and at the end they had big collar-shaped claws, and they called it the Deinocheirus. Now, translated, that means horrible hand, because of the size of his huge claws on the end of his hands. I mean, these arms are huge. Now, unfortunately, other than the arms, very little other material was found, and that was about as much as they had to go on. So they had no idea what this dinosaur looked like. So by 1969, a group of paleontologists had been looking at these fossils, and they grouped them with another group of dinosaurs called the ornithomimosaurs. The ornithomimosaurs, which in English stands for ostrich mimics. Now these are dinosaurs, they were known to have great big long necks, long beaks and long arms. Now the difference between those and the Deinocheirus was the Deinocheirus' arms, which remember is all they had, they were way longer than any of the ornithomimosaurs. So they were way longer, so this beast was way bigger. In fact, the arm length was pretty much the same size as one of these dinosaurs. Now, fast forward now to 2006. In 2006, a new site in the Gobi Desert discovered some more remains from a different Deinocheirus. Now, these included the hips, the hind legs, and the vertebrae. So now they're starting to piece together the different parts of this dinosaur. 3 years later, in 2009, the same team, they discovered in a different quarry a third Deinocheirus. And this was discovered, and they found a complete arm and some more backbones, some more vertebrae. But unfortunately, both of these new sites had been ravaged by fossil poachers. Now, fossil poachers are a real serious problem, and they tend to only be interested in the fossils that they think they can sell. So they go for things like the skull and the claws and maybe the feet. Now they don't care about the rest of the fossil, so they get in there with their jackhammers and their saws and their hammers, and they just smash away until they can get what they want from the site. And now, unfortunately, what they'd left remained was what the paleontologists had discovered. So now, back to 2011, and the paleontologist Pascal Godfrey, having looked at the fossils that he'd been asked to identify, he then called the team who had discovered the new Deinocheirus in 2006 and 2009. And what they discovered was, when they looked at a toe bone that Pascal had been looking at, and the missing bones and the bones around it from the site that they discovered in 2009, they discovered that the toe matched perfectly the rest of the fossils they found. So it's a real Cinderella story. It's a real Cinderella story of how this toe fitted the fossil that they found in the Gobi Desert. And that means that they could now say that the skull he'd found was actually the head or the skull of the Deinocheirus. So they were starting to fit together the whole puzzle around the dinosaur, around this dinosaur, the Deinocheirus, and what it actually looked like. Now, when they went back to the German owner of the stolen fossils and explained to them that they believed that they were stolen, he donated them to Pascal's museum. Now, Pascal worked on these fossils, and then eventually he sent them back to be reunited. And here's the picture here of them being reunited with the original fossils from the original find. Now, let's have a look at what we know about the Deinocheirus. Now, we know the history of how it was discovered. Let's look at the size of him. So he grew to about 11.5 meters long. Its skull was over 1 meter long, and it had a broad duck-like bill. Now, some of the spines had what they call neural spines. They stuck up at the back. And here's a picture of what the full fossil would look like. And it's very much similar. So it sticks up, and now it's not like a Spinosaurus. A Spinosaurus has a straight back bone. This guy would be more like a camel. It would be more humped. Okay, but you can see how the spine bones are actually stretched out, and they make like a hunchback on the back of the dinosaur. Now, the 2009 specimen, when they had a look at that, in its belly, or where its belly would have been, they found some gastroliths. Now, gastroliths are the little rocks, the little pebbles, the pebbles that some animals, even today, birds especially, they swallow small rocks, and it helps them to break down their food in their stomachs. So with that being the case, they believe that this guy ate a lot of vegetation. He was probably eating a lot of vegetation around the swamps where it tended to live. But they also found in its stomach, or where its stomach would be, they found fish scales and fish bones, which would suggest that this dinosaur was probably an omnivore. So it ate both vegetation, and it ate meat as well. Probably it used to hang around by the lakes, by the ponds, eating all the vegetation with its beak, and then it had teeth so it could catch and eat fish as well. So let's have another look at this guy. Here's another artist's impression of what he could look like, and again you can see it's very different to the first one. There's not so many feathers. We do know that it did have feathers, particularly on the end of its tail. We believe that it may have had some sort of large bushy type feathers on the end of his tail. So here's another idea of what the Deinocheirus would look like. Now, this guy is probably most famous because of Dennis. Now, Dennis is the blue dinosaur you can see here from Dino Train, and I bet some of you guys watch Dino Train and you know Dennis, and we mentioned him in last week's show. And so Dennis, as you see him from Dino Train here, he is actually based on the Deinocheirus. Alright guys, so that's everything we know about the Deinocheirus. I hope you found that good. I hope you found it exciting. If you did, give me another thumbs up just so that I can see that it's working. I can see that we've already got some people. Ali Goodry thinks she knows the answer to the riddle of the day, so that's good. And we'll come to those shout outs that people are putting in there in a second. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about some of the stuff that I discovered today. Let me just show you this, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so earlier on today, I was putting up a post on our Facebook page, and I went to taggers. I normally do that. So I don't always do that, but sometimes I'll put @ and then the dinosaur experience. And I did that, and then I tagged what came up, and then I suddenly realised that it was a different picture. I was like, that's not our normal picture. So I went to look at that. Basically, what I found was a fake site. So let me show you what I found. So this is our actual website page, our Facebook page. And I put a post up here asking you guys if you can report the page that I've found. So if you go to this post in here, there's a link where it says the dinosaur experience. If we click on that, now it takes us to the false account. Okay, this is not us. Now up here you can see this isn't one of our dinosaurs. I don't recognise this party. This is not a party from us. In fact, it doesn't even look like it was in the US, I'll be honest with you. So this isn't us. This picture here, that's Nash. That's our dinosaur. Okay? They've called themselves the Dinosaur Experience. But if you look, it's actually the Dinosaur Experience Live. Okay? They've put the word live at the end of our business. So they're cloning us. And I thought, well, perhaps it's a mistake. And then I started to scroll down on their Facebook page. This is one of our parties. This is our write-up from that party. That's me. This picture here is me. This is Nash. This is Rocky. That's Rexy. That's our logo. This is our business. That's me. That's me. This isn't. This isn't. This isn't. All right? And then they're using our picture as well. So I had a little look at this. They've got 2 likes. Okay, that should give you a clue. If you're going to the wrong one, please don't talk to these people. Don't give them any money. Okay, they've got 2 likes. Our page has got nearly 10,000. They're cloning us because they're trying to trick people out of money. Okay, and if you look here, the Dinosaur Experience Live, it's got live written on the end. That's dangerous because I quite often call us, this is our live show, this is our live broadcast, etc. So that's really dangerous. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Now, what I want you to do, once you've come to this page, if you go to the top here, you see the 3 dots, click on there, come down where it says find support or report page. Click on that. And you want to put it is false information. No, you don't. You want to put that it's scams and fake pages. Sorry, scams and fake pages. Click on that. And then it's pretending to be another business. Click on that. Type in here, the Dinosaur Experience. Okay, you can see here 9,867 people like this. That's us. Click on that. That's the business they're pretending to be, and then send. And that will go to Facebook. If enough of us do it, then hopefully they'll take it down quickly. Now, when I looked, it said that they've been in operation since October. I think it says it somewhere down here. It says that they've been in operation since October. Let me just bring it up if you can see it. Yeah, here, page created October 2021. So I don't know how many people these people might have duped out of money or pretended they were us, but let me tell you, it's not us. So let me go through it again. Go to our Facebook page, so let me go back to that, the Dinosaur Experience here. Okay, here's the link that I've put up there. If you in the post, click on that link, it'll take you to the fake site. You'll know it's the fake site because it's got 2 people who follow it, and there's like 3 pictures on there. Some of them are stolen from us. Okay, that is my picture, but it's not our site. And then you go up to the 3 dots here, 3 dots, and you here, click on that and then report it, please. Thank you for your effort. Thank you for helping us with this. I'm desperately trying to get this taken down so that they can't take money from people. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. So basically, that's what I found. We've got somebody who's pretending to be us. They're not us. And if you can report it for us, hopefully it will get taken down pretty quickly. Anyway, I wanted to just show you this. So this is our actual Facebook page. If you wanted to come on here, and you can see we're actually live at the moment, and this is where we put all our stuff. So if you want to join that site, I'd be very, very grateful for you. We're trying to get to 10,000. We're at 9,867, something like that. But the main one I want to show you is this one, okay? The Dinosaur Experience for Kids. This is the Facebook group I want you guys to join, because this is for you guys. It's a group, not a page. So that means that you can put stuff on here, it comes straight on here. So if you've got any pictures you want to put on here, any photographs, if you've been to see a museum, you've got a question for us, it comes straight on the site. The other one, that's our business page, it doesn't go straight on there. But this one is for us. It's a community we're building around the Dinosaur Experience for Kids, around these broadcasts, around the podcast, so that we've got somewhere that we can talk to each other on the web. And as you can see, we're at 868 people now. We've only been going about 4 months, so I'm really, really happy with you guys, the way you spread the word, the way that these videos are going out, the way that everybody's joining this page and joining in. We're a friendly community. Tell all your friends, guys, if you've got young friends at school or people that are interested in dinosaurs, we want them to be on here so that we can reach out to you. And also, if you've got ideas for the shows, you want to know about a certain dinosaur, or you want to do something different, you like the interviews or whatever, put your ideas on here, because I'm constantly trying to improve and make it better for you guys. I've got some ideas that I'm going to be doing soon, but I'm always looking, and I also, I'm trying to work out what age groups we're aiming at as well, because that's very important. I don't want to be over people's heads, but I don't want to be too young either. So yeah, put some information on there. We'd love to hear from you. This is our dinosaurexperience.com. Okay, this is the actual our website. So if you want to come on here, you can find out about birthdays by clicking here. Summer camps are coming up. We're getting very heavily booked. Took another 2 inquiries today. We are traveling all over. Some of the libraries are booking us for like 3, 4, 5 days at a time. So, and we will, when we get closer to sort of April, May, sort of May, June, we'll put the details out of where we're going to be for the public appearances, the libraries. We won't do the summer camps, because unless you're going to those summer camps, you can't just turn up. But if you wanted to know about how we do things, you can click on there, and this will tell you how to book us for summer camps. Also, if you click on more, I want to show you this. So if you come down to TDE Kids live shows, click on there. This will take you to all of our live shows that we've broadcasted so far. Right back to the first one, which was all about fossils, and then last week's show where we looked at what we believed is the biggest dinosaur. And today's show will go up here, probably within the next day or so. The last place I want to tell you about is the Dinosaur Experience YouTube page. All right, we're up to 73 subscribers now. That's really good. We were at 50 something last week. So I'm so pleased that you guys are coming on here. Now, there's a lot of videos on here that aren't on our website that you won't find on Facebook and what have you. So this is a place to come. All of our live shows are here. Rexy's Tales, where we read stories to Rexy. If you want AR points, they're all there. Some party ideas for making dinosaur decorations. Videos from all the birthday parties that we go to. And these are popular uploads that we've got. And then we've got shorts, which is a bit like TikTok. We do have TikTok. We do have LinkedIn. We've got all of them. But that's just some of the places around the web that you can find us. I also want to mention this, okay? The Dinosaur Experience podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Google Podcasts and all the major players. Just go to your podcast provider, type in The Dinosaur Experience, and please subscribe. Really pleased with the way that's going. We got, like 100 people or so. So thank you so much for listening to that. I'll probably work on another one tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have time. And then we'll put those out. So thank you for going to our podcast and listening to the podcast. So that's that. All right. So we'll wrap it up now. Let's have a look. What has a bottom at the top? So let me just put this up here. So Ali says that she Googled the answer. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to think about it, but she's not going to spoil it. All right, so the answer. What has a bottom at the top? And the answer is, I don't know if it's the same one you got, Ali, but the answer is your legs. Yep, your legs have got a bottom at the top. And so that's the answer. All right. All right, so we're starting to wrap up now. It's going to be about 30 minutes, which is what we try and keep it to. I've got some shout-outs, so let me have a look. So the first one is for Guy. Guy, you're a super fan. We love you very much, buddy. Thank you for watching the Dinosaur Experience. Maybe we'll get you on the show. Maybe we'll bring you on the show one day. We'll do a little video interview with you and say, Guy comes every week. He's always got something to say. He tells us all about dinosaurs. So perhaps I'll get in touch with your mum soon if you think that might be a good idea. So that's for Guy from the UK. How you doing, buddy? I've got a few down here as well from today's show, so let's have a look. Let's bring these up. We've got Paul Crackers. How you doing, buddy? It's really good to see you again. Another person that's on every week who watches the shows every Thursday. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate your support, Crackers. And then I've got one here. It says Facebook user. And it's a shout out for Caden, who's 2 years old and he loves dinosaurs. So Caden, thank you so much for watching, buddy. I hope you had a good show. We love the fact that you love dinosaurs. Come on our Facebook page, join the Facebook group, the Dinosaur Experience for Kids, and get on there, and we'll and upload any pictures you've got. Let me just bring that up again because I just want to mention this. See where it says Facebook user? That's because Facebook groups won't show me their pictures. Unless you give Restream the permission to let me know who you are. Now, when I go to the group later, I'll be able to see who actually said that. But that's why it says Facebook user. And as when Paul came on, it had his picture, and when Ali came on, it had his picture. That's because they came either through my personal page or they came through the Dinosaur Experience page or YouTube. That's why there was a picture for that one. I just wanted to explain that. Now, next week, it's very likely there won't be a show next week, and let me explain to you why. Unless I can actually video something and put it out as a recording in the next couple of days, they're pretty sure there won't be a show next week, and let me explain to you why. Next week, we're going to be up here. We're going to be in Shreveport all of next week, from Monday through Thursday. I believe these are public libraries where we're going to be. So if you live in Shreveport or you fancied the drive and wanted to come and see us, on Monday at 10 o'clock, Hamilton and South Caddo Library. At 5 o'clock, we're going to be at North Shreveport. On Tuesday, we're going to be in Wallet Library, and then the Moortown Library at 4:30. On Wednesday, we're going to be at the West Shreveport Library at 10, and at 4, the Broadmoor Library. And then on Thursday, we will be David Rains at 10 a.m. and then at 4 o'clock, North Caddo. All right, I don't entirely know that they're all libraries. I believe that there are some schools that are coming to the libraries to come and see us. We're going to have Rexy there. We're going to have Brutus there. We're going to bring some fossils. We're going to have a great time and lots of fun. So if you do want to come along, get in touch with those libraries there and come and see us next week. And that's probably the reason that I probably won't be doing a live show next week, is because we're going to be up there in North Shreveport, which is about a 4-hour drive from us here. All right, guys, that's everything I've got time for you today. I really, really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Spread the word. If you've got friends that like dinosaurs, get them onto our Facebook group, the Dinosaur Experience for Kids. Thank you for watching this show. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm going to try and do one tomorrow and get a new podcast out. And I think if you we really do want to listen to that one, because there might be a little surprise in there. All right, that's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again. I was going to say next week, but it won't be next week. We'll see you again very soon. Watch our Facebook page, and we'll announce the next time we're going to be around. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.